I'm gonna bring the pain!
Really?
I think so, yeah. Hi, everybody.
It's Cake and Whimsy.
Woo! Cake! Whimsy!
We're here. So we have an update for what's been going on with us. An update.
Ooh.
Not a huge one. It's not super exciting.
That's pretty exciting.
I went to the dentist yesterday, which is a huge phobia of mine. I'm sure everyone kind of feels that way about the dentist. I know you do.
Traumatic. Very traumatic. Every time.
It was just for a cleaning, but I still get like sweaty and anxious and panicky, and I feel like I didn't do my homework and I'm gonna fail a pop quiz, and it all turned out fine. I got complimented on my gum to bone ratio.
Ooh, gum to bone.
That's always something you want to hear. It makes a girl feel very pretty. And my lack of plaque. Yay! I do oil pulling for anyone who's interested. And that seems to have made a huge difference, actually, in my dental hygiene and the strength and health of my teeth and gums.
What is oil pulling?
Oil pulling is where you take coconut oil, or any kind of oil, but coconut oil works best, and you swish it in your mouth between your teeth for about 10 minutes, and then you spit it out.
Sounds yummy.
Yum. It's not pleasant, and it takes practice. And it's not my dentist's fault that I get so nervous. She is fantastic. She is essentially Dentist Barbie. And I will show you a picture right now. See what I mean? Isn't she pretty?
So by that you mean the Barbie I Can Be series?
No, she's like an actual dentist, not like a pet dentist or
A child dentist or a dog dentist?
No, a real grown-up adult dentist.
So she looks like a Barbie who just became a dentist as opposed to aspired to be.
Yes.
All right. I have the same dentist as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I share the same stress and tension about that. That is a situation where I always feel like I'm going into, like, dentistry is the last of the medieval, barbaric medical arts, where they haven't advanced a whole lot in 200 years, and someone's gonna attach a string to my tooth and another string to a horse and swat him on the butt.
My first time there, I told them ahead of time that I was very nervous, and she put me in a room with clouds on the ceiling and the lights, turned on a massage chair that I was in, and then went through like yoga breathing exercises to help calm me down. So this has nothing to do with our dentist and her presence at all. It's just our own psychosis, probably from Little Shop of Horrors, quite frankly. Steve Martin, I blame you. It's your fault if you ever watch this. You have caused me great trauma going to the dentist, and if I lose all my teeth because I can't go because I'm too scared, it's because of you.
I think you're okay, Steve, but I'm married to her, so I'm on Team Jess. Down with Steve.
Dan also went and got a haircut.
Right? Now, unlike when Jess got a haircut 3 or 4 days ago, where she had to tell me she got a haircut, it was fairly obvious that I no longer had a mop on my head. I had been trimmed down. So I am super happy to be rid of that unruly hair. And Jess has proven herself a better spouse than me once again.
He also told me that morning he was getting a haircut, so I can't take full credit for that. I just had to remember.
I feel like you wouldn't have needed it. That was more to let you know that I might be a little later than you thought.
So as many of you know, Game of Thrones has started again.
We are huge fans. Huge fans. No spoilers here.
Nope.
We are all caught up.
Mm-hmm.
We will not be spoiling anything. I have one of my sons is only on season 3. The other one's a little ahead of us until we get caught up with this week's episode, which has happened now, but he had to be quiet for a few hours anyway.
We're currently just finishing episode 3. And right before we did that, we decided we should start a family Deadpool. So these aren't saying what happened. These are just our guesses, if you can even see them from here.
So, not wanting to recreate the wheel, we stole out from online. So each one of us filled out one of these sheets with who we think will survive, who we think will die, what episode they will die in, if it's the next episode.
And whether they become a White Walker or not.
And a few other bonus questions. And then we added some other names to the back that didn't appear to have been on there. Who leaves some of those people out?
I don't know.
But anyway, I won this week by
did.
1 point. Many celebrations were had. I got the extra celebratory cookie. So we have more plans for this weekend, though, that we're getting ready for.
Well, first, before we get to the weekend, tomorrow, Dan is going to be doing his Toastmasters speech.
All right.
We're members of Toastmasters. I'll be the grammarian tomorrow, which means I get to pick the word of the day that everyone has to try to work into their speeches. And that word...
Wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
Nope. Can't hear you at all.
He totally can't hear me. The word of the day... I feel like I'm on Pee Wee Herman now. Today's secret word is... Oh, what was it? Elucidate. You can...
Retrobate? Reprobate?
Yes, that's
nice.
Work it into your speech. It's
I
gonna
will
be
get
easy peasy.
reprobate into my speech somehow. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out.
But he's gonna crush it as usual.
So I am very worried about this speech. This is my fourth? This is my fourth speech with this group. And it's a research speech, and I feel like I spent most of the prep time for this speech researching and not actually practicing. So I am...
So you did it like me.
Yeah, and also I'm trying to fix a habit where I memorize my entire speech and then am thrown if it doesn't work quite right. So I deliberately tried this time to just memorize the salient points in the speech, but I'm finding that I don't ramble well. Jess rambles very well.
I don't know if I call it well. I ramble a lot.
So I am very worried about how this speech is going to go. Here's hoping.
I'm not worried. I think he's gonna do awesome.
Oddly enough, the speech is about speaking.
So then on Friday, we have First Friday in Putnam.
Yay, First Friday!
Friday!
I'm so happy that's back again.
It's really fun. The first Friday of every month for 6 months of the year, I think.
Yeah.
The town does a festival, a street festival, where we have a bunch of vendors and performers, and there's a theme. I don't remember what the theme is for this month. So it's gonna be fun, though. We're gonna have a good time.
Yes, so
and
good.
We'll probably bring you guys along.
Right? As long as the weather's good. If it's raining, probably not.
We won't. We wouldn't want you to get wet.
We might not go either, though.
It's true.
This isn't Florida. We don't expect rain everywhere we go. We stay home when it rains.
And then on Saturday, one of our other neighboring towns has a town-wide yard sale. And we go to this every year, and every year it's really fun. There's a lot of cool things to find. This year we decided to up the stakes a little bit.
Stake upping. Upping the ante.
Would you like to explain?
We're gonna play yard sale bingo. So, we've come up with things that we think you may or may not be able to find at yard sales, and we're going to randomly draw from a bucket of stuff, and we're going to each fill out our own bingo scorecards for what we think we might find at that yard sale and at any of the yard sales, because we'll probably go to about 20. We are big fans of yard sales.
Now, the center space, or the free space, we each get the same one.
Okay, what does it say?
It says free box, which also means box of free things, because it's the free square.
A perennial favorite. A perennial favorite at yard sales. The please take this trash.
Because we don't want to have to throw it out.
We understand you won't buy anything in here, but maybe you'll take it because you're super cheap.
Hey, if there's a Super Ball in there, those things are awesome.
Okay, so one thing at least that Jess will take from it. You do not have to buy the thing or take the thing in order to qualify for the square, though.
You just need to find it and mark it off on your list.
All right, who draws first?
Oh, you, I guess.
Jess stuffed all of these.
I also made the bingo cards and printed out the little slips for it. And
take a second to appreciate that. All right. Little Tykes. Anything by Little Tykes. These are the manufacturers of really, really durable furniture.
Whoa! Dive in. Ooh, orange. Oh, I forgot these are really hard to open.
You got it. You need help? Is it going to ruin your nail?
It's my fingernails. I'm afraid I'm going to break them when I do this.
I'll open it for you.
And it's much easier to close them. Thank you. Could you open the pickle jar for me?
I've got man fingernails that don't break at least.
And mine is novelty salt and pepper shakers. I can't wait to see which ones I find.
I feel like you're totally going to get those. All right, let's see. I am going to have...
There's 50 of these, so you're not going to see all of them.
Ooh, a Tom Clancy novel. I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. Either that or, you know, something else is probably in here for novels.
Now, if you guys are interested in playing, I'll post the actual documents for this up on our Facebook fan page, which is, instead of Cake and Whimsy, that was already taken, it is Whimsy and Cake. Right. So good luck. And I'll post the link to the Facebook fan page too.
Wait, I think we're supposed to do it this way. Or maybe when we get better, we're supposed to do it this way. We'll post it right down here.
I'm gonna get one of... I got one!
Woo!
House phone, so a landline.
Really? Wow. I feel like that's gonna be a tough one for you to cross off.
I do too.
Wow, a landline. Wow.
Didn't say it had to be corded so I could still find a cordless.
You did not make this easy.
I didn't.
Okay, let's see. The DVD, Fast and Furious.
Or VHS, I guess. Or Blu-ray. I didn't specify.
What? No, don't you.
No, I got a clean bill of health for my dentist.
So much for those teeth. No, I refuse. You're not going to be the reason why you have to go back again.
Overpriced antique item.
That may be something that's only a big thing around New England.
Thing? Yeah, it might be. Tell us in the comments if you're from somewhere other than New England. Do you guys have a lot of people selling old junky furniture and old junk and just labeling it antique so that you can charge more?
Something could be 5 years old and they'll label this thing as an antique. Anything made of glass is an antique.
Or it could be like something that's actually old enough to be an antique, but it's physically falling apart. You can't actually use it. It's good for firewood, and they will still price it at like, oh, it's $250 because it's an antique.
While we're at this, if you own an antique store or an antique stand or shed or whatever you want to call it up here, why would you store those antiques outside in the rain?
Right?
Yearly. Like in the rain, in the sun, just all over the elements. These are indoor pieces of furniture. What are you doing? Monsters.
It says Tonka truck. Oh, it specifies metal Tonka trucks. So the old school
Tonka
ones.
Trucks. There aren't
The
that
ones that
many
had a
of those around.
lifetime warranty for the lifetime of you and your kids and your grandkids your grandkids' kids.
Never seen one die yet. I mean, that's...
Sometimes the rubber comes off them little rubber parts, but...
Sometimes I'm sitting on this couch and I just keep sliding, and I feel like people think I'm about 4.5 feet tall compared to you. I'm not. I am a normal average size.
That straight right now.
Okay, I'm a little smaller than average.
I'm kind of slouching myself.
Bottled water. These are people who think that you might be so
thirsty.
parched from driving around in your air-conditioned car and getting out for 2 minutes to go through their place that they offer to sell you bottled water.
For like $2 a bottle. Yeah. Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
A religious book.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to originally put specifically the Bible on here, and I was like, people don't sell their Bibles very often unless it's like an estate sale.
Keep that stuff for life.
Yep.
But religious books. You didn't even put Christian on there. It could be any religious book. You couched your bet a little bit on that.
I didn't know I was the one who was going to get it.
Truth. Halloween costume. It's always Halloween in New England.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Pumpkin shining, kids full of fright.
Cookware or dishes with food still in or on them.
Oh no,
It
no.
sounds horrific, but I have seen it far too many times. I don't want your dirty, crusty dishes.
On that same vein, I know people do and don't feel the same way about it, but I don't want your cast iron stuff either. And I don't want that whole story about how cooking in the ashes of the old food that you've never cleaned out before makes it better.
It's seasoned, Dan.
Yeah, no, it's rust, and you shouldn't eat rust.
It depends on-
Tupperware! Okay, question.
Tupperware.
Only Tupperware.
Yes, Tupperware brand Tupperware.
Does it have to burp?
I think you get an extra point if you burp it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's bingo, there's no points.
I fell for that, didn't I?
Nora Roberts' book.
I thought that might be in the list somewhere.
That's another easy one because there's always at least 5 per yard
Mine.
sale. Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy. I wasn't sure if it was Robert Ludlum or Clancy or who knows. Empty decorative cookie tin. That's right. When you're done eating the cookies, you just save that tin because someone's going to want to buy it at a yard sale. You're never going to use it again. But you can put it in a yard sale years later.
Or make cookies and give it away as a present to people at Christmas. Or...
By all means, make sure it's rusty too.
Speaking of rusty and your rant, cast iron cookware. At least you didn't get it. That being said, last year I bought a giant cast iron cauldron that was rusted out in the bottom because I was using it as a set piece for a Harry Potter themed tea party. But we weren't eating out of it.
I suppose they're also great if you want to hit someone in the head with something. Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
Oh! A Celine Dion CD.
I suspect that one will be super easy.
Yep. And I will always... That's not even her, is it?
No, that's
that
Dolly
wasn't. That
Parton.
was...
Or Whitney Houston.
No, actually that was Whitney Houston, but
Well,
yeah, it's
Dolly
alright.
Parton is the one who wrote it.
What did we learn last video? Dan doesn't do impressions. Stop it!
I think you meant My Heart Will Go On, probably.
Tonight also we learned Dan knows nothing about music. If it wasn't specifically in the 80s and pretty rock and roll, I'm nowhere near it.
Now all I can hear is that, and I'm trying to think of My Heart Will Go On to get you the right song.
Give me the Celine Dion.
Once more, you open the door.
Jessica McClain, ladies and gentlemen. Jessica McClain. She knows all sorts of things about music. Not me.
I got Christmas CD.
Oh,
That's super
nice.
easy. That's practically a free space.
Didn't we buy all the Christmas CDs only like 5 years or so ago, and there shouldn't be any on the market anymore? I think we got 4 binders of nothing but Christmas CDs. Every crooner. Bread machine. Oh, yeah. We're going to find that for sure. That's going in a good spot.
Come on, I'm gonna keep this moving.
Here you go.
Got places to be.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh, cassette tapes.
Oh.
That's a
a
touchy
hard one.
It's
I
getting
don't-
harder every year.
I don't think you're going to find them.
We'll see.
It's like an 8-track. You're just not happening. Reader's Digest magazines. Some reason people think after they're done reading those on the toilet, everyone else wants them.
I can actually feel him sliding down the couch, and I'm not sure how it's happening because I'm not having that problem.
Arr. It's very slick. You know what?
You're already sliding.
I've got my work pants on, and they're all polyester.
Oh, my turn. Yeah. Fish tank.
I'll just keep resetting myself. That's fine. Oh, a painting with a boat in it. All right. We're in it. We are in New England. We love our Cape Cod designs.
Oh, that's actually one that's supposed to be 2, and I just didn't put a space in. So I just drew 2. You get to draw 2 now.
Ooh.
Mine is exercise bike for one of them, and then the other one is a foot spa. How gross is it? People sell used foot spas. I see them every time, and I think to myself, I should get a foot spa, but not that foot spa.
Yeah, no, I don't want the little skin remnants of you in mine commingling.
There are some things you buy new.
I don't even
And
want...
this is from the cheapest woman ever. And there are some things you have to buy new.
I don't even want remnants of your skin
No, we each get our own.
commingling with mine.
We get our own foot spa.
We have a jacuzzi, and we don't even share that.
No.
That's all mine.
Just because I don't like stewing in
Meat juice.
my own filth. I mean, it's fine for you.
I thoroughly enjoy stewing in my own filth, just nobody else's. Dancing Santa and cake plate.
Oh, you got the wedding
I got the
plate.
cake plate. This will go in a special place on my board. Cake and whimsy. Oh.
Ew.
Our marriage is based on cake and whimsy.
And it all started with a cake plate, but that's a story for another time. A car.
Is that seeing a car? A car for sale?
No, a car for sale, and I think it has to be a full-size real car, not like a kid's car or a Hot Wheels.
Up on wheels?
If they're selling it.
Not on wheels, they're all on wheels, up on blocks.
If there's a for sale sign in it, yes.
A new unopened item.
Ooh.
I predict we'll find lots of those.
I don't know. Oh, it's my turn.
Your turn. There you go.
Yoink. Creepy doll. Aren't most of them creepy? That should be pretty easy, especially with all the antiques that we find.
Barbies aren't creepy. Their jobs are creepy, but...
Pet exorcist. Barbie, I can be pet exorcist.
I like that one.
Barbie, I can be. I don't know what's another creepy Barbie thing.
I feel like we should make Barbies and decorate them according to these jobs at some point.
Oh, that'd be fun. We could use our spinning wheel.
Pet exorcist would be pretty... Oh, yeah. Okay, we have a new video. Okay.
Oh, I'm excited.
A foreign language book. Now, is this a book written in a foreign language?
This can either be a book written in a foreign language, or it can be a book teaching you to speak a foreign language.
How about like passcodes or phrases from another language? That's good.
A phrase book, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. My fingers are getting such a workout
Right,
today.
you're getting so calloused and
All I
manly.
need to do is play some video games after this.
What to expect when you're expecting? Can it be the movie and the book, or does it have to be just the book?
Either one. Either one. We're in a modern day and age. We don't need an actual book. You know, I really hope somewhere in here is a idiot's guide.
There isn't. I almost did that, but I did not. Sorry.
A paint night painting. Something your significant other painted that you just think is so good someone should pay for it.
Aha, I got one.
You're wrong, by the way.
Snowblower.
Oh, all right. That's a great one for the summer.
Yeah, it's not summer, it's spring.
We found a snowblower just last week.
We did.
Just last weekend. There we go. Puzzle or game in a Ziploc bag.
Classy.
If you can't find the container for it, just don't sell it. Put it in the free box.
And then wonder how many pieces are missing.
Right.
All right, let's see. Frame with the original photo. So the like picture from the store of the family that's not yours.
Ah, okay. Large old TV. This is not a flat screen. This has to be something that is
Boxy.
almost as deep as it is wide.
All right, yarn. Just yarn. There's always like someone, not always, but a lot of times someone just selling like their leftover yarn scraps.
Tent.
Oh, is this for me?
Yeah,
Oh.
I got it out for you.
Oh,
I was getting ahead because you're very impatient with the
but
gimme
I'm the one
gimme
trying
things.
to. I have to pick my own.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Ah,
Sorry, I
so
was
apparently
trying
the
to
one
get-
that was chosen for me. Thanks, husband.
I'll take that.
No.
Yeah, give it.
Already mine. It's got my fingerprints on it.
You ruined it.
New items sold by a sales rep.
Oh.
So like Avon or Pampered Chef, and they always have like their own things there. Or
Now, how about somebody who's selling like a surplus of deodorant sticks and stuff, but doesn't have a franchise for that? Is that all
I feel
right?
like that still counts.
I think so too.
Yeah, like
As long as they've got more than like 5 of the things.
like preppers who decided they're not prepping anymore. Like
Is that what
we
those
got
people
past
are?
2012, we're fine.
Didn't know that's where they came from.
I have no idea.
Bike helmet. All right.
Decor with the word wine. So
Ooh,
a lot of that out there.
I feel like you got that one nailed. Foreman Grill. A George Foreman Grill.
Trying to hold my hand.
Yes, that's what I'm
Let's
trying
see.
to do.
A recliner.
Ooh.
The favorite of grandpas everywhere.
Sewing machine. Very nice. Very nice. I think we can find them from time to time.
And the last one.
Whoa,
It's a
it's
long
a
one.
lot of
Let's
words.
see. Costume jewelry in a plastic baggie.
Ah, that's a very nice one. So what we do now is now we're going to attach these to our sheets in whatever order we decide.
And clean up the plastic egg remnants.
Well, that's a great question, actually. Is it in whatever order we decide, or do we randomly mix them up and
I say
turn them
other
over?
than the free space, random.
Random. All right. And then glue them all together and then put our name on them and see what we got. We'll see you in a minute. We're back.
You didn't even miss us, did you?
Right? I was like, that. So we finished our bingo cards.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking a little dismal.
It's gonna be rough.
It's very random, but here's what we ended up with.
Well, there's his. You're not really gonna be able to see the individuals, but
But you can tell I put my name on it, and after that, in a very aspirational sense, I put the future title.
I'll also take pictures of these and post them on the Facebook page too. And this is mine. Unlike his, I did not claim winner. I just claimed cake.
She knew better. Oh, I didn't even notice you did that. That's why you thought I missed
That's why I
the
thought
W
you were writing
on
whimsy. I thought you missed the H on whimsy.
Oh, right. It'd be really tough to miss the W. on
Spelling
whimsy.
champion.
Whee! Oh, I'm sorry to have failed you then.
That's alright.
I didn't know we had
this is
assigned
rough.
necessarily the titles yet.
My corners, well, we talked about it before.
We did.
My corners are cassette tapes, house phone, foot spa, and costume jewelry in a plastic bag. That is not a great thing to have in your corners.
No, not really. I've got bottled water, dancing Santa, bread machines, and foreign language books. So I feel good about half of those.
I think bottled water and your foreign language books are going to do well.
I feel like dancing Santa, we're pretty close still. It's still spring, not summer.
People
Maybe
sell
there'll be
Christmas
some
stuff
Christmas
all year
stuff,
long,
but
though.
We'll see. I know I'd have them all the time.
So that's our contest for Saturday.
Got a
I
busy
want a
set
clean
of-
fight, desolates.
I'm gonna take you out!
Stop kicking our tripod.
Oh. I'm gonna bring the pain! I think we're gonna sign off for the night then, so let's go
Frost some
some cake.